This is Cinnamon Roll, built for plastic ant weight combat robotics competitions. Plastic ant weights weigh 1 pound and have all of their structural parts 3D printed to make them cheaper and more beginner friendly. On Cinnamon Roll, I'm using a PLA Plus for the body and a flexible TPU for the legs and weapon for durability. One of Cinnamon Roll's main features is its shuffling legs. Most robots you've probably seen use wheels because they're simple and speedy. I chose to use the shufflers primarily for their stability, but also for the minor weight bonus competitions give for non-wheeled robots. This event was hosted by Richmond area Bot Instigated Destruction, a non-profit organization supporting engineering education through combat robotics. A huge thank you to them for allowing me to use their event footage to make this video. I've included a link to their website and channel in the description where you can learn more about them and see more robot fights. At this event, robots fought in a double elimination bracket to determine a winner. 2 losses and your robot is out. I had a bye for the first round, which made my first opponent Holly. Holly is a melty brain robot, potentially making it a very challenging matchup. I've fought a robot like this before, so my strategy going in was to stay aggressive and keep them from spinning up.
3, 2, 1, fight!
This was my first chance to properly test Cinnamon Roll, and I was not disappointed with the decisive win. Before getting to the exciting bit, it's worth mentioning that the drive and control felt amazing. Right before the big hit, I had chased Holly into a corner, and a combination of my weapon and the steel wall plates caused Holly to shatter. Holly's team was generous and gifted me the top plate of their robot after the match. My next match was against Sturmbocke, a robot very similar to Cinnamon Roll. The strategy for this fight was to try and aim for his shufflers and disable his movement.
3, 2, 1, fight!
From the beginning of the fight, it was clear that Sturmbocke was faster, but the two robots were evenly matched. Unfortunately, Cinnamon Roll's weapon stopped in the middle of the fight, and without it I knew this would be a loss. I managed to stay alive as the timer ran down, but without a working weapon I wasn't able to deal any more damage. Looking at Cinnamon Roll after the fight, the weapon issue was clearly my fault. I had designed the weapon with a sleeve that I believed would help protect the motor and prevent the weapon slipping. In reality, the heat from the motor melted the TPU sleeve, causing it to expand as it spun. The sleeve hit the motor mount, friction fusing the materials together, breaking the bearing and jamming the motor. For the next fight, I decided to cut the sleeve off my remaining blade to prevent it from jamming. My next opponent was Dust Devil, which was a drum robot. My goal was to try and stay head-on with him, hopefully hitting his side rails and breaking the drum. This fight went south fast. Because I cut the sleeve off, the weapon was less securely attached. One weird hit on the floor caused the blade to pop off more easily than it otherwise would have. With no weapon again, the remaining time for me was a pushing match, and I didn't stand a chance. With 2 losses, Cinnamon Roll was out of the bracket. I had a great time at this event and took a lot of pictures. If you're in the area, I would highly recommend coming to spectate or compete at one of their upcoming events. Personally, I've already been working on a host of upgrades for Cinnamon Roll's next event. My main goal has been to fix the weapon issues, and I've made additional upgrades to the shufflers and the aesthetics. Until next time.